Hey Cyrus, we found it. The golden egg. Now, all we have to do is to bring it to the Museum of Bird Island.
You're right, Judge. Once we bring the golden egg back, we will be the heroes of Bird Island, but why would the bird nappers steal the golden egg?
Hello. Harry speaking. Oh, you're a police officer from Miami? How can I help you with? Alan Scuttle. Yes. He's my uncle. What about him? What? He got arrested, what for? He got arrested for child abuse and is in custody? What else did he do? Yes, my dad is here. You want to talk to him? Okay.
Hello. Yes, I'm Harry's dad. You must be the ATF from Miami, right? And yes, I know Alan Scuttle, you mean my brother. He and his wife got arrested for child abuse. Oh hell no to him. Me and Harry will be heading to Miami and rent out a room, and yes, we will be heading to court to see him and his wife. Thank you for telling me. Goodbye. Harry, get your stuff packed. We are going to Miami, because your no good very abusive Uncle Alan has been arrested and charged for child abuse and psychological abuse.
Sure thing. Words can't describe how disappointed I am with my uncle. He is a total maniac for what he and his wife are doing to his 2 daughters.
Yeah. I'm about to order the plane ticket online along with a hotel reservation in Miami.
Okay, Cooper. The helicopter carrying the child abusers has just arrived at the courthouse in Miami, Florida, where the ATF Assassins Task Force will escort them to court. The helicopter has just landed and will soon face trial here at Miami.
You idiots better let us go right now. We mean it. Where is our 2 daughters?
Alan. Look!
Catherine, are you witnessing what I'm seeing?
Oh, yes. They are angry at us. This can't be.
Hey, don't be a wise guy. Let's move, you child abusers.
Wow. Annabelle. They are all cheering for us.
I know, Justine. This is the best thing that has ever happened to us.
Alright, Justine and Annabelle. Now let's go to court to explain to the judge what these child abusers did to you.
Okay.
Alright. Now that Justine's parents are in Miami, now we will go to the live trial that is happening. Starting now. This court is now in session. The people in Miami versus Justine's parents and Officer Mike. As we look to the records of these child abusers, Alan and Catherine, who are convicted for beating up their children, giving them punishment days and treating your kids horribly, and abusing them non-stop. As for Officer Mike, you are convicted for refusing to act in a child abuse case, abuse of power, allowing her parents' child abuse, and getting fired from being a police officer. Alan and Catherine, do you realize how much damage you have caused to Justine and Annabelle? You were about to chainsaw Justine's hair by giving her another punishment day. Luckily, the ATF came to stop you in time. You even gave Justine the worst birthday she has ever had in her life by giving her a punishment day, brutally and injuring her 24/7, and beating and spanking your daughter constantly. What is wrong with you parents? Do you have anything to say?
I have this for Justine. She is the worst daughter we have ever raised. She is a criminal in Vion City who never listens to us and causes chaos and destruction there. So, in this case, she deserves to get a punishment day on her birthday and get beaten up for her crimes.
I agree with my husband. She is nothing but a criminal and a troublemaker. One time she threw a massive temper tantrum while we were going on a walk. She deserves those beatings. And deserves to have a no good very bad life. She also deserves to die.
I agree with Justine's parents. I remembered getting a call from Justine that she were being abused by her parents. She deserved to be punished, because she did a lot of bad from October 2022 all the way until August 2023. Including prank calling 9/11, about her principal getting a heart attack, blowing up an ice cream place, and more. I allow child abuse because child abuse teaches kids a lesson never to be bad ever again, and she never listens, so, in this case, she deserves to be punished for her crimes.
Mom and Dad, she did nothing wrong. Did you realize how much psychological abuse you put Justine into? We are sick and tired of you guys always beating us punishment days non-stop, and I have the right to defend my sister because of how you mistreated her and treating her like a slave and punching bag. You are the worst type of parents I have ever had. You gave away our freedom and punished us a lot.
Hey, shut your mouth up, Annabelle. You brought this to yourself. If you keep this up, me and your mother will give you a...
Shut the hell up, Alan. Your daughters both had right points about you. Don't even think about giving beatings to your daughters because you're in your children. You should realize that this is child abuse and how you punished her and beaten her up to the extreme. You and your wife and Officer Mike should be ashamed of yourselves for what you guys did. With all this said, how do you all plead?
Not guilty.
I agree with my husband. Not guilty.
Me too. I agree with Ellen and Catherine, so I plead not guilty.
So you plead not guilty? I don't believe it. So I will call Cooper's mom and dad to the stand as they have something very important to say.
Thank you, Your Honor. So you must be the parents of Justine and Annabelles Scuttle. Me and my wife are very mad at you. The way you treated your daughters, you should be ashamed of yourselves for what you have done. You have punished your daughters way too far. Alan, we saw the video where you forced your daughter Justine to hold the sign that said that she is a whiny douchebag in public, embarrassing her in front of everyone. She was crying and everyone was laughing because of what you done. We heard that you let Justine and Annabelle outside all night while there was a snowstorm. Don't you realize that those girls could have died from hypothermia? We also have 2 kids of ours who used to be troublemakers. Their names are Cooper and Mia Collins. Luckily, we never harshly abuse them, and they matured and they don't do bad stuff anymore. God, when will you learn that child abuse is wrong?
Also, not to mention, in one video, Justine was de-aged from an adult all the way into a 6-year-old using beyond logic. Alan, I heard that you pushed Justine off the roof on Christmas Day. You are lucky your daughter survived from the fall. Otherwise, you would have been in dead meat for that.
My wife is right. Alan and Catherine, you guys may have kids who are troublemakers, but how you treat them is beyond unacceptable.
Okay, Cooper's parents. Thank you so much for sharing us with all this information. You both may return to the stand.
Thank you,
Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Before we close the case, Alan, Mike, and Catherine have pleaded not guilty, so in this case, how do you guys plead?
Guilty.
Right. Mike. For failing to do your job as a police officer, allowing child abuse, refusing to help Justine in a child abuse case and abuse. In this case, you are sentenced to 50 years in Fleury Marriages prison.
What? 50 years? That's like life in prison. I wouldn't even make it to 50 years. You can't take my job away.
And for Alan and Catherine, for psychological abuse, insane punishments, and child abuse, you are sentenced to death by the electric chair. And I also decided, for abusing your children to the extreme, I will also give you a punishment day for what you both did.
What? Not a punishment day. Please don't do a punishment day on us.
Too bad. This is what you both get for punishing and abusing us to the extreme. Take your punishments for once in your life.
Case closed. Security. Take them away.